So what's next for you? Because I mean, you've done a lot of movies, but none of them really went huge. It seems. Is that
Yeah,
fair?
well, I've not been the lead in a lot of big movies.
Yeah.
I've been the lead in, a couple of B movies and low budget cinema type shit. And,
Right. Because I saw that one, the Phase on Love movie.
yeah, that was a stoner film.
Yeah. Was that a Netflix?
No, that was just like a regular
Okay. But
low budget
Netflix,
independent film.
Netflix
I think
picked it up,
Netflix
though.
bought it eventually.
Yeah.
I think the first time we tried to pitch it to them, they didn't take it, which is kind of funny,
Okay. I mean, are you going to stick with the movies? Or?
I mean, listen, it's not up to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to the people that make movies.
Yeah.
Do you want me in your movie or not? I get sent out on auditions, and the report they usually get back is, "It wasn't very good in the audition." I go, "Yeah, because you want me to fucking nail the scene in one shot. When you shoot the fucking movie, you take 15 shots of that one scene till you get it.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to make me do it when I don't really know it and I'm not personally attached to it yet?"
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't like the audition process. So, if you want me in your project, I'll do it. But if you're going to make me fucking, look, there's actors that are just actors that really know how to nail that world. And I'm like, I like acting. I always wanted to get into acting. And I've got something to give. But if I'm in the process of working on my new act, my brain won't go, let's really give this audition your all. It's like, hey, you got other shit going on right now. And that's what happened. As I was working on my new act, I'm like, go for this audition. They're like, what did they think? You weren't very well prepared. I go, I was. What happens for me is I'll get to the audition. I'll be reading it the whole way. I'm like, I got this. I walk in the room and the energy goes flat or whatever the fucking deal is. The words leave my brain. And then I'm like, doing it like this, and I'm not a good auditioner. What can you say?
Yeah.
Give me the role and I'll do my thing. And listen, if you're really hooked on the audition process, then that's good for you. But I'm not, it's not going to make me a gang of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't foresee me becoming a huge movie star in the near future.
Because 99% of your money came from comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're right in the middle of the whole coronavirus thing.
Mm-hmm. And I feel you're too close.
Yeah. Let me back up. I mean, everyone I know, like for example, like I interviewed Boosie yesterday, and he just told me he lost a hellacious amount of money. All these shows that were booked, his festival, Boosie Bash, all that.
It's all bad.
We're not going to say, he told me to cut out the amount he actually lost. He said it in the interviews, like, you just cut it out so people don't show up at my door for a handout. But basically, he lost a massive amount of money.
Yeah.
You see, and all these artists who have all these tours set up and all these shows and everything else like that, they're saying there's not going to be live shows till well into next year.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
That's what they're saying.
They're not going to allow large gatherings.
Large gatherings.
So for me, I think I still might be able to survive playing the comedy clubs.
Okay.
Because I'm sure there'll be a cap on how many people they'll let into a place.
And they got to spread them out, I guess.
I don't know how it's going to work, but
yeah,
we're going to find out.
Yeah.
But I know it sucks because the uncertainty of it all is frightening.
Right. I assume you lost a massive amount of money, all your bookings.
A very decent amount of money is not coming in.
Right. But you've been doing this for 30 years.
31 years.
Yeah. You have money that you put aside. You have assets.
You do and you don't.
No?
Like you do, but if it's bleeding.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a certain amount, but you also have a certain amount of blood in your body. Unless somebody's pumping blood in while you're bleeding, it doesn't matter. But if there's nothing coming in, it's all going out.
Right.
I mean,
if you're just bleeding with no pumping, then
yeah, it's bad. It's gonna get real bad. I'm gonna get hurt real bad. There you go, motherfuckers. I said
it. I mean, do you see a lot of your contemporaries getting really fucked up over this?
Listen, I've been talking to a lot of comics,
and
we all thought, matter of fact, we all call each other. I talked to Rogan, I talked to Joey Diaz, I've talked to a bunch of other comics, and I was like, how productive have you been? Like, nothing. I got fucking nothing. We all thought we would be like sitting down and, all right, it's a good time to work out our shit, and like none of us. We've been so unmotivated because we write about what's happening, and we don't know what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, I remember I was watching, I think like Dame Dash has this like video thing, and me and Dame don't have the best relationship.
Wait, I don't know anybody that has a good relationship with Dame.
Exactly, me included. And I remember he was like, oh, the Dame Dash comedy, and they showed this one comedian doing a stand-up routine in an empty room. And I'm like, yo, and this is no shot at Dame. I'm like, just conceptually, this is so lame.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I've been asked to do some of those. Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand in my fucking house and tell my jokes to who? I need to hear the laughter.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Ari Spears was just here.
Aries is my man. Aries goes in. That's what I love about Aries.
But he was telling me how like the owner of the Laugh Factory, was trying to convince him to come in and do like a
they're doing it there at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, like do a routine with nobody there, and he's just like, man, I don't want to do this shit.
I don't want to do it either.
Yeah. Do you really just need that audience?
You need it. You need an energy. You need the energy to come back to you.
Yeah.
We're not singing songs where, we're letting out these emotions that way. We feed off of you can't play handball without a wall. You know what I mean? You need the fucking wall.
Hit the ball.
Just
keeps going.
Fuck it go.
I need more balls.
Yeah.
Well, Russell Peters, man, appreciate you coming in. Longtime fan.
For a first-time misunderstander, long-time fan.
Yeah, but I felt it was important for us to talk about that.
Yeah, I know it's good because you know what? It's funny when you say it now. I remember the look on your face, and I go, "Well, this guy doesn't get a joke." In my head, that's like, "Well, this guy doesn't get fucking jokes, does he?" Ugh. Worst Russian ever.
Yeah, but you get over shit.
Yeah.
You get over shit, and you also talk shit out.
Yeah,
and I purposely waited to tell you that until we were in the middle of our conversation, because I figured if I told you that when we first talked, it's just going to set off a bad tone.
Yeah, no, it's good because the worst thing that I find in life is when you get misunderstood.
Yeah.
And that's the worst feeling in the world. You're like, wait, that's not. And there's plenty of times that happens and has happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
And what I do is I like to say something to people who I know something about that only they will understand and connect to let them know, hey, I know. And a lot of times it backfires. We're like, I was offended by that. And you're not the first one. It's happened many times where it was like, they said that in that meeting that you were very offensive. I go, what? What the fuck is offensive? And then I play it back in my head. I go, right, I addressed the gay guy and I said, you're gay. You know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, but you're obviously gay. I'm not saying it to diminish you or to marginalize. I'm just saying it as like, look, I recognize you have a beard. I recognize you have long hair. I recognize you, whatever. And that's just me letting you know that I'm aware of the room.
Yeah.
And people don't want you to be that aware.
Yeah. No, because I remember when we were in a group chat, me, you, and Faison, and you were like, oh, Faison, my chorny.
Yeah.
Which means my black.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay. He's actually doing it with black people as well.
Oh,
and everything
I do.
Else
yeah,
like that.
I won't do it. I do it.
Yeah.
Listen, if I do a joke about somebody, people like, I'll be doing a show and I'm like, hey, talk about Asians. And I'm like, there's none here. Like, if you're not there, I'm not going to talk about you. Okay. I need you there to confirm what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So you can let them know he's right. He's right. That's all otherwise you're talking about people behind their backs, and I don't want to do that.
Man, listen, it's all good.